Well, hello. Welcome to the farm, you guys. This may be the cutest story you hear about putting fertilizer in the garden ever. You guys, these are our orphan ducks. I don't know if you saw that video. We'll post it up here. Oh, hi, Lily. Hi, Lily, puppies. Oh, you're such a good puppy. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Hi. Are you guarding the ducks? Are you guarding those baby ducks? Yes. So, speaking of guarding the ducks, we had to take those ducks inside. Rachel was out of town on a girls' trip, and we had to bring those ducks inside because one of them was swooped up out of our backyard by a hawk. And so, there they are. We have 8 of them left. We're not actually sure which breed they are. What is this? Something is wet all over you. Stay down. All done. These are some kind of mixture between black Swedish, runner ducks, or silver appleyard ducks. We're not really sure. For the past few weeks, we've had them in this little run, and we're going to take some permaculture principles and try to make farm life a little bit cheaper here and actually use their duck manure making power in order to fertilize our raised beds in our gardens. Checking out the seedlings here. We've got some beans to plant. These are cosmos, and we've got some zinnias, and we've got some forget-me-nots growing. One thing about here being on the flower farm is we are constantly, like every day, planting some kind of seedling or transplanting something or harvesting something. And so when you're planting that much, you need lots of fertilizer. And the easy, convenient way, we could get bags of chemical fertilizer. That's not what we want to do on our 5 acres. The animals that we have make plenty of manure. And so in the duck case, we really want to put that to work. It is also just about time to harvest our microgreens. I don't know if you've ever grown microgreens, but we have buckwheat over here. This needs to be watered. Starting to look a little poopy. Sunflower microgreens. Oh, these are so delicious. And then my favorite, these are the dun pea, and they've got a little bit more time to go, but I definitely, these ones are looking a little sad, so I've got to water those. Those microgreens are one way, the only way. They're a way that we get to have like green lettuce-like vegetables here on our farm in the middle of summer. We're having 100-degree days here in Northern California. It's not super pleasant, and lettuce does not like that heat thing. So we get to have tender green, succulent, delicious, homegrown microgreens. It doesn't take a lot of effort. I mean, I've been able to figure it out with a couple tries, and it's delicious. We put it on tacos, we put it in our salad, and it's a really good like lettuce-like substitute, packed with nutrients. It's a really helpful food, really easy to grow, and I've got a couple other trays, and we can just succession plant them throughout the heat of the summer, inside, underneath some artificial light. It's awesome. Anybody who owns ducks knows that ducks poop a lot, like always and often and everywhere. The cool thing about that is if you could put it in the right place, it's a near perfect manure for the garden. And what I mean by that is the NPK ratio, or the nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium ratio, is almost perfect. It's like 2.8, 2.3, and 1.7. Some other animals, like a cow, is 3 nitrogen, 2 phosphorus, and 1 potassium. So you have to go back and amend after you use those types of manure for your garden, where duck poop is like practically perfect in every way. Another great thing is it doesn't burn like other poultry manure. Chicken manure can be hot, if you've heard that term. It just means it can burn the plants. Duck poop is more liquid than it is solid, and so it gets dispersed a lot more evenly. You know, even in our backyard where they poop every single day, we still have grass growing underneath them. Where people have ducks specifically for their manure, and we want to harness that manure ability and put it directly behind some of our heavier eating plants like sunflowers, which just are so great for our farm. They're great cut flowers, but they take a lot out of the soil. The next step is to be able to make sure that we can utilize them properly on our raised beds. We don't want them to destroy them. We want them to lay out their manure equally. So we've got a couple plans that will help us to do that. Being able to manage them on our raised bed is going to be the next problem. So you see there's our little tractor. That's where we're used to keep them in at night. But we'll take these water totes, and that's where we'll fill up water and food, and we'll line it along the run, so that as they go from water to food and stuff like that, they're pooping and they're lining up all their manure across that way. Our animals, I produce manure too, but the animals that we have on the farm produce so much manure, and being able to put that where we want it is the whole goal. Permaculture tells us that we turn a problem into a solution, and not that the ducks are a problem, but they, you know, actually, I take that back. Ducks can be a problem. Ducks, when they're pooping in your backyard, on your patio, in your pool, if you have urban ducks, if you don't have a situation that that they could be in, that they can be as ducky as they want to be, it could be a problem. We have rehomed ducks because people just didn't know what they're getting into. Ducks can be a problem, but they can also be a huge benefit. And I'm out here in our flower garden where we just finished harvesting a row, and we got a little bit more to harvest, but I want to show you. So this is our row. We still got a few sunflowers down there on the end, and a lot of weeds, right, that we need to take care of. And like I said, sunflowers, they are very hungry feeders. They eat a lot out of the soil. So the sunflowers just leave, they don't leave a lot behind for whatever crop is coming next. And so our plan is to put our ducks on these mounds, let them nibble all the tender weeds and stuff like that, find whatever critters they can find, leave their poop behind, and as we move them down this row, we'll cover crop behind them, which will help to, you know, also improve the soil. And then after that, we will mow that down, incorporate that into the soil. We should have like a fantastic soil left over. So, okay, we are all about building the soil in an organic, regenerative way. It is a little bit harder this way, but it is very satisfying knowing that most of our inputs are coming from our own farm. Okay, so just got called by AJ and Cade. We're going to go get the duck chute, the poop chute. Ooh, that's a good name. Bring it in here to the garden and put those ducks to work. Watch out for the duckies.
Can't see the duckies.
Okay, so let's go that way. So they're in this spot way too long, but that's, see how evenly it's distributed?
Dad, where do you need it?
It's gonna be great.
Yeah, it's gonna be great because it's away from my house. That's exactly why it's gonna be so great.
Where are we moving it?
Come on. Halfway there.
No, we're not following Dad.
So we took these, Aaron took all this stuff out. We really need to weed everything.
I got it. Come around the other side. Actually holds it.
Have you set it down right here?
Oh, good.
Works?
Okay, so we'll go get those ducks. The good thing is like ducklings don't have the nails like chickens, and so hopefully they don't mess up like our drip system too much, and we could just move them along. Probably wouldn't be hard to just move the drip out of the way, but we may need to get some chickens in the garden as well. At some point. We'll see. See what Rachel allows.
I don't like chickens in the garden.
Okay, let's go get the ducklings.
I'm a fuss pot. My mom got her garden set up though. Got her little bed. She's got peppers and squash and basils and flowers and herb garden. Then we have to wood chip all that area. Stay in there, little duckies.
It's okay. It's okay.
Where's the net, you guys? You don't want to use the net? Okay. That's fine. I'm totally fine with that.
Why don't we just get them some food? I'll bet they'll go straight to it.
Yeah.
Hi.
Oh, you already pooped. Look at that.
Mom, I got you. Can you help me?
Oh, sure. Oh. You guys are so soft. I do like ducks. They just
Just don't like when Dad
I
and
don't like it when they're close to the house.
Accidentally.
They poop a lot, but now they'll poop where they need to poop.
Yes, you can use your poop.
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
There's some.
speaking of poop.
Okay guys, so they're all in there. Once those ducks get bigger, that's gonna be too many ducks for that little space, and so we'll probably have to make another one of these, which will be fine because we'll just put them down another row. And let's see, I want to end this video right now, but let's come out in the morning and just take a look and see how they're doing. You know, take a good look because it's gonna look a lot different in the morning. Night. Alright guys, so we told you that we would update you on the ducks in the morning. Just want to show you what it looks like. We moved them already. They're all still alive. So my cage works, the poop chute works, keeps them safe. So the hole, this is where they were. They didn't do as much weed damage as I thought, so I'll probably have to come through here and either cover it or take care of some of those big weeds. But it's all wet with their manure, which is exactly what we want. And then they're off to a new spot and they're already just doing damage. Good job, guys. Okay, what you think? They're doing all right? All right, guys, what do you think? This is a good plan or not? I think it's going to work really great. It's going to give us a little bit more of a chore. In the long run, we can use these ducks to fertilize our soil, to deal with our pests, and depending on if they're females or males, give us eggs. And so this really is going to be a really good system. So thanks for being in our video. Appreciate it. Drop your comments below. We appreciate you guys being part of our channel. Smash that like, subscribe if you're not, click that notification bell, and we'll see you in the next video. Give me a turkey. See you guys.